You know, I seriously considered doing this review Memento style, but then I thought to myself, no. That would just drive them insane. Memento was the film that gained Nolan recognition and was his first collaboration with master cinematographer Wally Pfister. The film's narrative is mind-bending to say the least and has plenty of WTF moments, especially on the first viewing. And I remember years ago when I was growing up, driving by my local Blockbuster a number of times and seeing the poster for this film. And I remember just looking at that frame within frame type design and just thinking to myself, what in the world is that film about? Memento is, in short, a masterpiece, and not the only Nolan masterpiece, I might add. Guy Pearce has done a number of roles over the years, and I'll be seeing him this week in Iron Man 3. But in my opinion, this is his best role. He just plays it with such finesse, and I feel like he just is this character. There's no acting here, he just is Lenny. Carrie-Anne Moss is also very good, and sometimes when I hear her name, I think of this rather than The Matrix. And probably the funniest thing about this film is that during the Dodd chase scene, there's this like 2-second shot where in the background we see a comic book shop. And when I saw this, I was like, how could I have not seen this before? Well, maybe I just forgot. Just right there is the Man of Steel symbol and the Batman symbol. Just right there in plain sight. Christopher Nolan was teasing us for years. I mean, you got the guy who plays Flash, he's the guy who owns the motel, and then in following you got the cop who is one of the board members in Batman. So many little treasures that I'm just now recognizing, and it's maddening, but at the same time, it's awesome. When I watched it for the first time, I remember the credits started to roll, and I just sat there, absolutely paralyzed. I was in love, which sounds kind of weird, but I was also really confused. It was one of those times where I just wanted so desperately to go into like an editing lab and just rearrange everything to make sense of it all. But that, my friends, is the genius of Nolan. He does these maddening things to make you come back, and I do, because his films are just that good. No Nolan film is ever a chore to watch. You get enveloped in these scenarios and the worlds that he creates, and you feel like you're on a train. You haven't the faintest idea of where you're going, but it doesn't matter. You know you're in good hands, so all you gotta do is just sit back and relax. Memento is one of my favorite films of all time, one of the best films ever made, and of course it gets 5 out of 5 stars. And this one I own on Blu-ray. Next up is Insomnia and The Prestige. Thanks for your time, and have an awesome day. I'm sitting in my review chair. What am I supposed to review? I don't remember watching anything. What did I watch? Oh yeah, now I remember. Well, down to business.